Hi, I'm Dana Saru and I did disaster management in Jordan. The rationale and history. The Disaster Risk Reduction Program was launched in Jordan in 1991. Collaboration with the Swiss Agency for Development and Cooperation, the JTI Foundation sponsored UNDP Jordan's initiative to provide high caliber technical assistance to government organizations between September 2011 and May 2013. The program's objective was to make major civil defense structures in the governments of Amman, Zarqa, and Salt more resilient to earthquake and flash flood dangers. This program addressed a number of issues, such as the creation of a new section of Jordan building codes. Implementation patterns. The communities were reduced to becoming passive recipients of decisions under the centralized system of government. This established a norm of isolation between local and decision makers. Because smaller government departments and administrative entities are under supervision of larger departments, there is a high degree of dependency and little local initiative. This produced top-down command and control methods of disaster management, which explains Jordan's paramilitary disaster management mentality. Disaster hazards and planning. Climate-related hazards in Jordan include droughts, extreme temperatures, storms, landslides, and flash floods. Creation of a new section of the Jordan Building Code improved guidelines of seismic structural assessments and retrofit designs. The building code produced more earthquake-resistant buildings and enhanced equipment for tasks related to disaster preparedness and response. Disaster risk reduction programs collaborated with UNICEF. This collaboration is aimed at vulnerable schools to teach them and enhance local ability. These two pictures that are shown are floods that have happened in Jordan in the past. They have caused many lives to be lost. Participants. The Swiss Agency for Development and Cooperation collaborated with the JTI Foundation, and this program produced more earthquake-resistant buildings and enhanced equipment for four tasks related to disaster preparedness and response. The UNICEF collaborated with the International Medical Corps to make sure that the community is actively engaged in planning and adopting risk reduction measures to create more resilient communities in the long run, to cope with and recover if and when a disaster strikes. The International Medical Corps has also been providing healthcare and training in Jordan since 2007. Potential obstacles. Due to its severe water shortage, fast population increase, and limited natural resource base, Jordan was a pioneer in putting climate pledge in action at the core of its development model. Nations like Jordan are prone to long-lasting economic challenges due to lack of resources, mismanagement, or corruption. Disasters that have shaped in Jordan. More than 80% of Jordan's population resides in the country's three major cities, Amman, Zarqa, and Idlib, which are all within 30 kilometers of the Jordan Dead Sea Transform Fault, the main cause of the country's seismic activity. The most recent significant seismic event took place in November 1995, with an epicenter around 90 kilometers south of Aqaba. Jordan's northern region, including Amman, felt it most intensely. Despite the fact that there were no confirmed fatalities, the initial fear and confusion caused by earthquake increased interest in preparedness and earthquake risk reduction.